What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes, and welcome to part 2, episode number 65 of my Path to Power. It's part 2 of my Sunday 3-pack, so we'll have one more episode coming out after this. But we're going into the final of the Advanced Cup yet again with our beastly little hybrid side, which we might end up selling soon, maybe to get some coins. But we come up against a very nice 4-1-2-1-2 BPL side, and those always can be a good bit of trouble. But we're on the counter right away. Lazovic, a little bit of a skill dribble, and plays a beautiful pass to Alexander Kurzakov, and this is in the 69th minute, so a little bit of dirty talk right there. But this was the tough match. If the first real, I don't know if that was the first real chance, but if the first goal is coming in the 69th minute, this guy is not that bad of a player. Doing some nice work though here. 82nd minute is when we get things started, and it's a nice little passing move getting things forward, and we eventually spring free Kurzakov yet again, and he is not going to be caught. He is a very fast player. I don't really know what I actually tried right there. Maybe I tried to do a little LBY to try to get a scorpion kick, but he heads it into his own net, and that sucks to be him. But we're free again here in the 88th minute, and this point the match is all but done. A little bit of step over action and an unnecessary roulette with a poor finesse shot following it. But Lazovic is there to poach it in the box and put us ahead 3-0. And that is the way, well, not quite the way it's going to end, but because we're free again with Lazovic, just going to take it easily by his keeper, who's out way too far. So this ends up being a 4-0 championship final victory in the Advanced Cup, even though it probably should have been more like 2. But we swooped 2 late ones at the end there from Lazovic, getting a brace in the 88th minute and 90th minute is when he finished it off. But we'll take the 1900 coins and the trophy. So we've actually got quite a nice bit of silverware at this point. 24 trophies isn't that bad. We'll be going for our 25th today. Without question about that. But finally, Richarlison sells, which I know that's been a while. I was going to remove all these guys from the squad and build a Russian team, but then I was like, why don't I just make a new squad and not have to mess with this? So that's what I did, and I moved my 2 Russian League players in Kurzakov and Lazovic over to be my strikers and started building a Russian team to play in this tournament. It's a 5,000 coin tournament, and I built this team quickly, so some of the player prices are going to be a bit off. But there's also a silver tournament going on right now where you can have 5 players from the same league. That's why I'm trying to pick up at least quite a few Russian League silvers. I pick up Carlos Eduardo to be our little catalyst, our CAM in this formation. I prefer him to Danny on this game, mainly because of the runs that they make. Carlos Eduardo also feels a little bit quicker. Sometimes Danny just feels lazy to me. We pick up the beast that is Antonio Ferreira. We've also got his center back Brazilian partner, the 2 beasts from the Russian League in Zalao, and we picked up as our other center back the Argentine Fernandez. If you guys have watched any of my live streams, you guys know that I love Fernandez. I think he is a brilliant silver center back. He's got over 80 heading. He might be kind of short, only 5'10 or 5'11. Actually, he's maybe just an inch shorter than I am then. But he is extremely good. He's got 72 or 73 pace, which feels... he's quicker than that. He's one of those players that his acceleration is probably good, but his top end sprinting is not. So he ends up feeling quite a bit quicker. What we end up doing though is just picking up a bunch of random gold players just to fill out the squad, because you have to have the entire sub bench filled with Russian League players as well. We end up picking up Seydou Doumbia just in case we need that extra boost up top. That, and we can rotate the strikers around now that it's an entire Russian League side, because to be honest, like the Russian League, their strikers in this league are extremely good. There's loads and loads of depth. You've got Doumbia, Kurzakov, Lazovic. You can use Arshavin up there, I suppose. Maybe as inform for Arshavin. But you've got obviously Etta, Welliton, Wagner Love when he used to be playing at CSKA, Emenike. Gosh, there are more. But so that position is extremely deep in the Russian League, so we're not going to really have a problem with fitness cards for our strikers. But eventually, we head into the Gold Russian Cup, and we're using actually, 5 silver players, and we've got Guilherme in gold. I thought about getting Akinfeev. There wasn't one for a price on the market that I liked. I thought about buying the Inform Akinfeev. They were about 2K, 3K more than I really wanted to spend on the side. And I've heard wonderful things about Guilherme, and now I know why. He is extremely, extremely good for just a regular gold Brazilian keeper, a regular goalkeeper in general. I think I paid 500 coins for him. Well worth it. He's made some strong saves for me so far. But Antonio Ferreira, 5th minute, wins the goal. And if you guys want to rewind that back, I used this super cancel to make sure I ran him, or to get his run to the near post to get in front of the defender. But a nice little passing move ends up with a cross to Kurzakov, who gets in front of Angboa, I believe he's Ghanaian, maybe he's from Cameroon. The Cameroonian right back in the Russian league, he is extremely fast. But Kurzakov with the better positioning and a nice, easy little header. But at this point, that puts us up 2-0, and we are a bit lucky to keep the ball as well as we did right there. But this is what I'm talking about. Carlos Eduardo making a nice run forward and ends up just swooping by him, crushing finish to the near post there to put us ahead 3-0, and that's in the 73rd minute. I believe that is how this one is going to end. So we'll take the first round of the tournament over 219 FC 3-0, and we're moving on into the second round. This tournament, there aren't loads of people playing in it, so sometimes it takes a little bit of time to find a match, but we do a little bit of club maintenance here. We go out and we buy one fitness card because Lazovic is down below 90, and so is Kurzakov. We give Kurzakov the fitness card to keep him in the lineup. Thought about doing Lazovic, but I was like, he'll be sure to be back on full fitness if I rest him. And we bring Doumbia into the side. And we also switch Boussoufa for... who do we have playing out wide for us? Jujak, I think that's how you pronounce it. My Hungarian, I'll have to get Kito to let me know what the proper pronunciation is, but I believe it's just Jujak. But we're coming up against this guy who's got Obafemi Martins, who I didn't mention in terms of the deep Russian strike force, and Wellington just showing off his absolute strength and beastliness, and puts that away in the 33rd minute. And this guy, I absolutely despise that celebration. I don't know what it is. It just looks so ridiculous, but he scores in the 33rd minute, and not too long after, it is our turn here, 36th minute, and this is Carlos Eduardo again breaking free. He's got Bruno Alves, I think was his one back, and he's just never ever going to catch him. Little finesse shot to the near post, easy as you'd like, to bring us back level in the 37th minute. But Obafemi Martins is another incredible striker from the Russian league, and we end up winning a penalty here in the 70th minute. Doumbia taken down from behind, and this is another penalty kick tactic. Could have gone top net, but Kurzakov has pretty strong penalties, so you count 1-1000, 2-1000, release the left stick from the way you want to go, and it generally, like, even though he guessed the right way, it was enough power, it was far enough over. If it's a good penalty kick taker, probably 80-ish or above, you just, as soon as you start charging it up, hold the left stick whichever way you're trying to shoot it, 1-1000, 2-1000, and then release it, and you should be good to go. If you're going for the top net, just go 1-1000 straight up with the left stick, and that will sort that out for you. But Doumbia swoops one more back in the 74th minute to give us a bit more of a convincing 3-1 overall victory. Anyways, guys, stay tuned for part 3 of my Sunday 3-pack that'll be out later today. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.